Hello everyone, this is Scar from Scarx Gaming, and today I'm bringing you my updated version of my Stamina Dragonknight for 1 Tamriel. As you guys know, I like to make these short and simple, so let's get right to it. I'm going to go ahead and start with the gear first. I'm still wearing 2 Bloodspawn, but instead of medium I went to heavy. I have M-Pen on the shoulders and Infused on the helmet. If I had M-Pen on the helmet that'd be awesome, but I don't unfortunately, but I would definitely go for that. Still having Black Rose, all M-Pen as well, and all 7 are stamina enchanted. As for my jewelry, instead of agility and more cooldown, I went with 5 Viper. On my Viper jewelry, I have robust and weapon damage. And then on my sword and board, I have sharpened for my mace. And it really doesn't matter if you have a mace or a sword, etc., because there's no passives to it, so it doesn't really matter what you have. But in this case, I have a mace and it's sharpened with a weapon damage enchant. And on my board, I have stamina enchant with divines. Now, as for my 2H, I have just a regular gold battle axe, and for poison, I like to go with the cloudy hindering poisons, which reduces your enemy's movement speed by 50%, or you could also use the increased cost of resources to your opponent's poison, however you say it. It's called the Magica Damage Magica Poison. Alright, now some of you guys may be asking, why Bloodspawn? Why not go with the new sets like Selene or Tremor Scale? And the reason why is because those sets really don't fit my playstyle. Yes, Tremor Scale is very powerful, and so is Selene. But for me, I like to be tanky, and Bloodspawn provides that. I like to be tanky, I like to tank my opponents, and then eventually kind of pull their resources down and then DPS them down. Also, what Bloodspawn also gives me, when it procs, it gives me an additional 15 ultimates. Now, because of my playstyle, I use my ultimate a lot, and it's very viable that I have ultimate, and it's very important that I use ultimate to make my combinations. Now I'll explain to you what my new combinations are. So let's go and get right into the skills then. So, on my sword and board, I have Ignis Shield, Voltite Armor. I switched to Rearming Trap instead of Reverb Bash, and I'll explain to you why in a minute. Heroic Slash, Resolving Vigor, and I still have Dawnbreaker Smithing. Now, Rearming Trap. Rearming Trap is a great tool to use for 1vxing. Not only that, once you lay it down and someone walks into it, you can lay down a second one. So technically you can have 2 traps at the same time. And as long as you keep count and keep track of how many traps are going off and off, on and off, pretty much you can have pretty much 2 traps down at the same time the entire duration. Now what Rearming Trap does is, first off, when they walk into it, it does initial damage with take damage over time for 6 seconds. Not only that, at the same time, it increases your crit damage by 12% during those 6 seconds. So, what I like to do is, before I put down a trap, I like to debuff my opponents. So, for example, I'll do a heavy attack, Noxious Breath, debuff them, and then kind of DPS them down with a couple of light attack, Heroic Slash Bash combos. Kind of just bring their health down a little low, then lay down a trap, or we'll lure them into a trap. Once they walk into that trap, they become immobilized. Once they become immobilized, use Dawnbreaker Smithing and knock them down. When they're knocked down, just DPS them down, and then use Execution and finish them off. That's the kind of way how I use my combinations. So it's very important for me to have Dawnbreaker on me all the time, which is why I have Bloodspawn instead of Tremor Skill or Selene or any of the other good sets. I'm not saying that those are bad sets. Those sets are really great, really powerful, and really fun to use. But just for my playstyle, I use Bloodspawn because I need to rely on ultimate, especially for Dawnbreaker. So typically, that's how I usually play. Now for my 2H, I use Rally, Crit Rush, Shuffle, Noxious Breath, and Reverse Slice for my execute. Now I do have Berserker Strike as my ultimate. I'm still leveling up, so I can't really tell if it's going to stick or not. But so far, from what I've been using for the unmorphed version of it, it does pretty good initial burst damage. And the way how I've kind of been using it, trying to get into the mood of using it, is once I get this morphed, there's I think one of the morphs, or both of the morphs, I'm not sure exactly which one. Once you kill an enemy with Berserker Strike, you regain that ultimate back. And not only that, because I'm a DK, I also get resources back. So it's very, very useful for a DK because ultimate, when you use an ultimate, you get resources back. So as long as I can use this ability and kill people and then get resources back, that's the way I want to go and that's the way I want to play. So, like I said, another reason why I have Bloodspawn. I want to keep this Berserker Strike up as much as possible. I want to get it as often as possible so I can keep on getting resources. Now, with that explained, let me just go to the CP layout. I am at max cap, so if you're below cap, just scale off of me. I have 100 to Warlord, 10 to Bastion Focus, 25 into Tenacity, 29 to Tumbling, 23 into Shadow Ward, 30 into Blast, 25 to Melee Weapon Expert, 5 into Shattering Blows, and I have 30 here just to get to this riposty, I don't know how you say it, passive. But what happens is when you block, you have a 50% chance to return damage to your opponent. 11 to Thaumaturg, 26 into Precise Strikes, 90 into Mighty, 47 to Resistant, 55 and 55 into Hardy Elemental Defender, and then 20 to Thick Skinned. Now you want you to get at least 120 here so you can get the Unchained passive, which reduces the cost of stamina abilities by 80% for 3 seconds after break free. So after you get CC'd, basically, just use that, cast Shuffle or something, and it's pretty cheap. Next is 10 to 2 Quick Recovery. Alright, that's pretty much it for my CP layout. Now going to my character sheet. I'm still using the Thief Moonstone, I'm still a werewolf, and I'm still using the same food, the blue V15 max health and max stamina food. Oh shit. Don't you love it when that happens? Now going back to my character sheet. Max stats. I have 9.5k into max magicka, 25.6k max health, 38.4k max stamina. My stamina recovery is only at 695, but that really shouldn't be a problem because I'm in heavy armor and Black Rose really helps out with the Constitution passive. Weapon damage is at 2232, buffed up for those who want to see. It's at 2734. Now that may seem low to some people, but you guys got to keep in mind that I am in heavy armor. For the Wrath passive, I can get up to 200 ultimate, not 200 ultimate, 200 additional weapon damage. Black Rose gives me an additional, actually no, it's already included, I think, in the 154, in the current weapon damage, the 154. But I also get an additional 348 from the weapon damage enchant. So overall, if you are fully buffed up and you have enough damage to get the 200 additional weapon damage, you can get to pretty close to 3700 weapon damage, which is very good. Now going back to my character sheets, let me see if I forgot anything. Weapon critical is at 44%. Yep, it's at 44%. I wasn't sure if I was still buffed or not. Physical resistance is at 25.5k, and crit resistance is at 2500 basically. And I think that might be it, you guys. If I missed anything, just let me know. If you have any questions, just comment down below in the chat. But I think that's about it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like always, comment, subscribe, and like. And today I won't be leaving a video after this build. I'm pretty much just going to be linking my last couple videos using this build. I really didn't get a chance to play a lot this week. I was pretty busy with work and all. But anyways, as always, I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll catch you guys later. Thanks again.